What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers take on the Phoenix Suns today, and we got to get this W, right? Don't want to start the season 0-2. Lakers is their first home game, and so this is a huge and very important game. We got some news and some injuries and stuff like that. I want to cover all of the news leading into this Phoenix Suns game. Obviously, there could be some news that comes up between now and that time, but at least at the time of recording this video, I'm just going to go off of that news, kind of break that down, bring everyone up to speed. So starting off, Jared Vanderbilt. So Jared Vanderbilt, he is officially ruled out of the Phoenix Suns game. This sucks because, we could use him on the defensive side of the basketball, especially with the Phoenix Suns and their offensive firepower. You got Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. To have a guy like Jared Vanderbilt that you can throw on Kevin Durant, you could throw on Devin Booker, you could throw on Bradley Beal, right? If one of them ends up getting insanely hot and you got to find a way to slow them down, Jared Vanderbilt's your best option to do that. Now, it looks like both Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are kind of game time decisions. Both are kind of dealing with some injuries. Bradley Beal missed the first game. We'll see if he's ready to go for the Lakers game. Originally, it was reported that he was going to make his return to the Lakers. And of course, that's just how it goes. The Lakers need to fully expect that both of those guys will be there along with Kevin Durant because one, it's the Lakers, right? And like clockwork, every time there's a guy that's injured, I mean, a guy could have his legs fall off. And for whatever reason, his legs magically grew like Deadpool when it comes to time to play the Lakers. It's just the craziest thing. But nonetheless, whether they play or not, the loss of Jared Vanderbilt for this game hurts. And hopefully Jared Vanderbilt isn't out for too much time because we need him. We need him locked in. We need him focused on the defensive end. Obviously, we're hoping that his offense is better than it was last season because he was, if we're going off of last season, he's the worst offensive player on the Lakers, right? But he's been working like a madman all offseason to just develop that three-point shot. That would be huge if he can just even be consistent from three-point range. Hopefully he's not 33% like last year. If he could be 34 to 36%, ideally 35% minimum, then that would just add so much value to the Lakers, right? Because now he becomes a respectable threat that teams are going to have to go out and challenge and worry about and have concerns over. And that's something that I think just makes him that much more valuable, right? So once again, it's one of those tough things because now it's like we got to figure out how to slow down Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant without your best player or without your best defensive player and on-ball guy. But we'll see. I fully expect the Lakers to figure this out. But before we move on to the next thing, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. But Cam Reddish. So Cam Reddish is probable. He's dealing with a little bit of a nagging injury. But I expect him to play. And if we're missing Jared Vanderbilt with that left heel, and then Cam Reddish, who he has a right foot soreness, if he ends up missing, then that really hurts the Lakers. Because Cam Reddish has been excellent defensively. And he's been really getting after it. And he has great size, great length, great athleticism. You talk about a guy at 6'8" with like a 7'1" wingspan. So he's got, again, good length, good size. He moves his feet well. He's a guy that could really help us defensively against a Kevin Durant, a Devin Booker. You can put him on basically any of those three guys. You can put him on Devin Booker. You can put him on Bradley Beal. You can put him on Kevin Durant. He did a great job against Murray. Again, you're never going to stop those guys, but you can do your best to just make things difficult, make things hard, get physical, right? Especially Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant doesn't like physicality. He struggles a lot with guys that are physical on the defense side of the basketball. Cam Reddish has the size, the length, and the speed to do those things and just disrupt Kevin Durant, right? And you don't have Jared Vanderbilt, so it's like, well, Rui's not really a guy that you want to throw on Kevin Durant, you want to throw on Bradley Beal, and you want to throw on Devin Booker. So you're kind of in trouble there. LeBron James, yeah, he can guard them, but do you really want to run the risk of wearing him out second game of the season, right? We've seen him in spots be able to slow guys down, but do you really think LeBron James is going to be able to slow down Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, or Devin Booker consistently through the course of an entire game? Like, that's a big ask for him. Do you go with like a Christian Wood or something like that just to get some size and some length, right? Because, I mean, Kevin Durant isn't like this crazy explosive guy. So, it's just, can Christian Wood kind of just, he's good at defending smaller perimeter guys. He's had success in that regard because he kind of just gives them a little bit of space and then just uses his size and his length to close out on the shot. Now, Kevin Durant being 7 foot makes it a little harder because he can get the shot off better than somebody that's like, even 6'6", right? Because Christian Wood with his 6'10" size and just his long wingspan makes it a lot more challenging for a smaller guy. But still, like, maybe you could throw some size on KD and just match him lengthwise, and that could be an approach. If you don't have Cam Reddish and you don't have Jared Vanderbilt, I don't think that that's a terrible approach, right? So that'll be kind of interesting. And Cam Reddish was actually pretty decent offensively. He had 7 points. He only took 4 shots. He was 50% from the field. That's fine, right? We don't need him necessarily to go give us 30 on a regular basis. Obviously, it'd be nice, and I'm sure there will be a game here and there where he goes and gives us, a decent offensive production game or something like that. But we just need him and a lot of, just like the role guys, kind of all chipping in 7 to 10 points, right? Because a lot of the offensive workload should be coming from Anthony Davis, LeBron James, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, even Tori Prince with his ability to shoot the ball. But it's just, it's not like do or die, but again, you don't want to start 0-2. And to potentially be missing your 2 best on-ball, sizable perimeter defenders could be a bit of an issue. And Jalen Hood-Schifino is out as well. Now, I don't think that I don't know if he even plays minutes, even if he was healthy. But again, that's another 6'6" guy where if Cam Reddish and Jared Vanderbilt were out, like, you could put Schifino at least on guys just for even brief moments, brief spots to give everyone else just a breath. And just tell Schifino, like, look, don't worry about anything else. Just do your best to be just physical and defend these guys, right? You're not going to stop them. You're not going to slow him down. He's a rookie, so you're not expecting too much from him. But he does have good size and good length that could just be a disruptor. Just something to keep in mind. But again, I don't think that that's huge, like a big issue. But Tori Prince, that means he's getting the nod. He's going to get the start again, and he was fantastic. I don't expect him to give us 18 like he did in the Denver game, but he has shown a great ability to just play off the ball and plays really well alongside LeBron James, right? He's also very serviceable defensively. He's not Jared Vanderbilt serviceable, but he is good enough for us to where he can hold his own. Like, if we put him on Kevin Durant, like, he's going to at least try to make Kevin Durant work. He's not just going to get smoked. But it's still not a guy that would be your preference on Kevin Durant, right? But you got to do what you got to do, right? You're kind of limited here. And even if you did go with like a Christian Wood on a Kevin Durant, like, you could still throw Tori Prince on like a Devin Booker or even like a Bradley Beal and kind of have his size and his length to kind of just try to disrupt and make things difficult, right? You saw Tori Prince on Jamal Murray and him trying to make Jamal Murray work. And so if Tori Prince can continue to do what we've seen him do all preseason as well as that first game of the season, I mean, he's making a tough case for him not to be the starter. He just brings that veteranness. He just brings that consistency. He just brings that, the calming presence that you need, right, to kind of round out that roster nicely. And also, I mean, we need other guys to step up and play big, right? Like, it was terrible, right? Like, nobody really showed up the way that we needed them to show up in that Denver game. And, it's the first game of the season. Guys are a little rusty, you got all the nerves. You're playing in Denver. It's on rain night. So I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. But now you're playing the Phoenix Suns and you're at home. You got to get this win, right? And I'm expecting Tori Prince to show up. I'm expecting LeBron James to show up. But we need guys like Anthony Davis to show up. We need guys like Rui and D'Lo and Reeves and all these guys to play their part. Even, Christian Wood. Christian Wood was actually pretty solid because he only played limited minutes. But still, we need them all to kind of play their part, play the role. But anyway, just wanted to give you some updates on some injuries and stuff like that. Obviously, it'd be nice to have a fully healthy roster and have both Reddish and Jared Vanderbilt on the court together because, you could even run a lineup with like Tori Prince, Reddish, and Jared Vanderbilt if you wanted to, and just put each one of those guys on one of the three for the Phoenix Suns and just kind of, again, try to be disruptive. You're never going to stop those guys, but can you slow them down? Can you make things difficult? That would be important. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you think any of this is a major blow? Hopefully Cam Reddish plays. I'm sure some people are hoping that Devin Booker and Bradley Beal don't play. I want them to play because I want to see where we're at, right? Like, I want Phoenix 100% healthy because, one, if we beat them, then there's no excuse. But two, if we lose to them, like, how? Why? I want to get a gauge. Like, where are we compared to those top two teams? Because Denver and Phoenix are very likely going to be the two teams that we're going to have to go through to win an NBA championship. Those two teams are the teams that are very likely to come out of the Western Conference. And, we didn't fare well against Denver. It was rough. Okay, we're not there yet. Was it just a bad game, or was that something that is a precursor for the season going forward? I'm not saying the Lakers are going to be bad or anything like that. They should only improve as time goes on. But what is the distance? What is the gap? Because we have a very tough, grueling schedule to start, and we need to lock down and focus. But again, however you feel, love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. Again, don't forget to like the video if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.